Alright everyone, we know the midfield didn't come up to par or come up to scratch, whatever you want to say, against Newcastle. They were exhausted. I know that feeling. Not by being exhausted in the cup final, but by being exhausted. Before somebody says, when have you played in the Carabao Cup final? Because I'll get somebody that says that, trust me. We were lethargic and leggy, and the ball retention was pretty poor. We couldn't get a grip. So, if we wanted to add fresh legs to our midfield, who would you bring in? Now, if you look at the deeper look playlist, you'll see two names I want to bring to your attention anyway. I did make some notes on the third player if I can find them on my phone. But the first player I wanted to mention was Gomez, the Wolves midfielder, the pit bull. We saw what he can do in the Premier League. We know him very well, and I've done a breakdown on his abilities and attributes and stuff, so I'm not going to go through it all again. The video's there if you want to look up a bit more in depth. The same with the second option on my list, which was Angelo Stella. Now, another name we've previously been linked with before. I like him. I don't know if we've been linked with him this year as yet, but he's a 23-year-old defensive midfielder. He's at Porto, and that's Alan Varela, the Argentine. One thing he's good at, he's a really strong character, both mentally, and he doesn't mess about on the pitch. He's a brilliant passer of the ball. I think he's got a good high percentage for passes, but I'd have to have a look at that. He can shoot from distance. He can read the game well. Though for a defensive midfielder, his tackling can be a bit erratic, but he's not the go in, clatter your midfielder, come out with the ball type defensive midfielder. He's more the ball playing one, so that's why I've mentioned him, because he would probably be a better fit than another name we've been linked with again in Edison. I think Varela is a better fit for slot. So I decided, if you want to buy one midfielder out of the three, put in the comments who you'd buy, or how about put in the comments who you'd buy and why you'd buy them. I'd be curious to know. If you want to know my personal pick of the three, I'm going to go with João Gomez, because a lot of these three have got some similar attributes, but João Gomez has one huge advantage. He's played in the Premier League. He's used to the Premier League. He's used to the pace of it, the intensity of it. He's used to the overload, because obviously the fixtures can be thick and fast. Because I can imagine if you're used to playing in the Algarve or anywhere on the Mediterranean, a wet and windy night in Stoke is going to be a bit of a culture shock for you. Whereas Joe Gomez has probably experienced that and more. So he would be my pick. But I might change my mind in about 6 weeks. I don't know. But at the moment, as I'm recording this, Joe Gomez is my pick. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, thank you very much.